kicking team out there now as they send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Barkley on the counter. He's got him in daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offensive line to move out.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Ravens at 9 and 6 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what we do against these types of games is bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So that time they got the left guard with a hole.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. But he fires one that's intercepted. That's a try. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they've proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
After the interception, here's Watson. And will go the
Wow.
and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop it. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, and forced him to try and throw through contact and short the sticks.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. His first throw of the game. I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So all the way up at the 40-yard line. To him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll go again, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Throwing is Jackson. That's Colin Johnson. He's stopped right at the 15. So 1st and 10 Jackson from the shotgun. This is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they will. They're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting that 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Chubb running right. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Up the middle. It's He'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they run the tackle at the 28. The team going to need to be starting on 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive into the points. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Browns forced the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 31, Watson to the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the front of the pass and not giving ground.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of 1st. 4th down on his corner. Gives to punt. It away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get to the end of the regular season. For now, they're holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Start with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. But it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, middle. You are X. 13.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Good catch.
That's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
do. Yeah.
Jackson now. He's going to fire deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, Barkley out of the gun, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Here's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And he goes down right there. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
So people playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up a touchdown run to him earlier to shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Good fucking stepping.
Intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Look at the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They give the shot out of the and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh!
And that is incomplete. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head to halftime. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line's been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, Warner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll drop to throw. And he's got his receiver covered. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And according to the Next Gen stats, he covered an even 60 yards, CD, following that initial contact. And this one not being returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here. Out we go. Here's Johnson with a reception. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. It's out, it's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, report! Report!
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Yo.
4th down, here's Jackson. And now here's another interception. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. That one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
He's got a man, complete. And some room to run now. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
You change it.
Back to throw. Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, I couldn't change my hips. Couldn't turn my hips.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. A nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for a 1st and goal.
Jackson will throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
Oh, good shit, Westry. Press the wrong button. I meant to press X. Good shit. Shit, I meant to press X. Good shit.
Maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
3rd quarter on Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Always got some breathing room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want more victim to themselves.
Watson's pulled in by Schwartz. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. And trouble down the middle here. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a tough go for them. They still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan is actually working. Score points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? You put points on the board, so if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might be going for more.
81 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Now Jackson. He'll run for this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run wide side here with Barkley.
Woo! Good cut.
Greedy Williams on the stop.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Ah! Catch that.
Incomplete, but a
Oh!
penalty might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Barkley, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. Just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a little credit. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them. Exactly what they have to do. They got to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through. But here's the deal, then. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go all
Yeah, I was going to say,
the way
it
behind.
could be a house call. Off of play action, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I thought I was running the ball. Definitely thought I was running the ball. Wow. No.
And he's got it as a score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something we're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they have to sit down and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of that.
And he loses the football a second time.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
Yeah,
right?
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. And they take a knee. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both.
days, and hopefully right before the Jets game, I will be back.
Well, that was Von Miller the other day, but Brandon Beane thought otherwise. He wants him on injured reserve. He puts him on injured reserve. He won't be back with the Jets, nor Miami, nor at Chicago. Has to miss at least the next 3 games. They want him to get completely healthy. Meanwhile, this drive starts with a pass to Nelson Agholor for a gain of 6.
And I think that's a smart move. This is a team that's going to go into the postseason, and you obviously want your best pass rusher and one of the leaders of your team healthy. Give it 4 weeks, give him a chance to recover, see if he's ready to go, and see what this team can do with him back on that back end of this schedule and into the postseason.
What's Diggs doing? Talking about what happened on the last play? On 2nd down and 4. Breaking tackles, which he does a lot. Stevenson, 2nd in the league in yards after contact, to Derrick Henry on the ground. Let's go to Caleb.
Wow, the damage to Von Miller's right lateral meniscus is on the same knee that he had ACL reconstructive surgery on back in 2013. So this injury will directly affect his full speed bending and twisting, which is exactly what he does when he rushes the quarterback. So if Miller avoids surgery, he will have to strengthen the muscles around the knee and likely wear a brace for support. But as you guys recognized, Brandon Beane said putting him on the IR now gives him the best opportunity to return for the stretch run.
It does, and of course the stretch run will include the playoffs. So the flag coming here after the run by Stevenson.
He is a load coming through.
Holding defense number 92. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. Down.
That on Daquan Jones. 92 right in the middle. See that good push there on a double team. He's grabbing onto the jersey of David Andrews. The center pulls him down. But Stevenson back-to-back physical runs, keeping his balance.
Handful of penalties on both teams tonight, 5 apiece. 1st and 10 now at the 44-yard line. Stevenson again. Look at this. Look at this. Talking about yards after contact. If you're second only to Derrick Henry, you know you moved the pile.
I mean, 2 of the last 3 runs that he has had, I mean, they're beautiful. They're old school, physical. You got some great players, but the problem is look how high they're going in on him. They're trying to rip the ball out. Somebody better grab those big legs to bring him down.
6 feet even, 246 is the second-year man from Oklahoma. To the outside. Flag drawn again. Tackle by Epinesa.
Another tackle by David Andrews, the center, which is where the holding call is.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they had a good drive. They were staying ahead of the sticks, and now they'll get behind the sticks after this, unless they decline
Holding.
it.
Offense. This penalty's decline. It's
right,
2nd down.
Yeah.
The number was 60 with the hold.
Well, they're trying. They had some success getting between the tackles. You see Edmonds, so they said, let's get there. There's the hold right there, pretty obvious. Trying to get the ball outside, away from some of that pressure from those backers, but that defense flows too quickly.
It was a 4-yard loss, so they take a 2nd and 14 instead of a 1st and 20. Meanwhile, Jones barely escapes, throws, and that is picked off at the sideline. Was he inbounds? As the officials look at each other, and that is Jordan Poyer right in front of the Buffalo bench. And now the 2 officials converge. The 3rd one gets into it as well. And it's ruled as an interception.
Yeah, he got both down, right and then the left.
And control.
Yep. Great play, great closing speed. Now, it might watch the ball when he hits the ground just to make sure he secured it. But he definitely got his feet down. Good job of getting him flushed out of the pocket. Epinesa did a nice job. Good to see him back and healthy.
Fifth interception of the season. And now all of a sudden,
I thought the ball might have come loose when he hit the ground.
After reviewing the play, The defender did not survive the ground.
There you go.
Broke him loose when he hit the ground. It's an
See it
incomplete
move.
pass. It's third down.
See it?
Incomplete. There it was. And, of course, the Patriots were hurt the other night in Minnesota on a similar play at the goal line, offensively, obviously, with Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
The ball coming out after it hit the ground.
Had to look at that one several times. Here you can see the ball. He loses control there slightly. Hamlin right away put his hands on his head saying, oh, no. But what incredible job there by Jordan Poyer. Saw it coming the whole way, baited it, stepped in front of it, and made the play. But he just unable to hold on to it. They better help these tackles here on this third down. This pass rush is becoming way too much for Mac Jones and his offense to handle.
Third down and 14 now. Over the middle, caught at the 48. And Jacoby Myers can only get to the 44-yard line. Matt Milano making the tackle there. So 4th and 9.
Well, again, they're down 10. To me, it feels like they're down by more.
Yes, it does.
They're within striking distance. Ran the football well with Stevenson and then got behind the sticks. And once that offensive line gets into those obvious passing situations, it's a problem.
Michael Pilardi now his 5th punt of the night. Bounces at the 4 and takes a good hop for New England. And down there by Brendan Schooler. Boston Public Library, about 30 miles to the north, on this chilly Thursday night.
The holidays. If only FanDuel could set the odds.
Happy holidays.
Odds on when the annual family debate will happen. Or how long until Aunt Julie talks about her psoriasis.
So, I think it's
And if Grandpa's in a food coma or a real coma, everything in life is a bet. But life doesn't offer you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So bet on America's #1 sportsbook, FanDuel, and make every moment more.
With Ring, whether you're expecting guests, keeping an eye on a delivery, or dashing through the snow, it's peace of mind all year long. So give the gift that keeps on giving with amazing deals at Ring.com.
Flu symptoms hit harder than the common cold, so it takes the right tool for the job to keep it together. Now there's new Theraflu Flu Relief with a max strength fever fighting formula. The right tool for long-lasting flu symptom relief. Hot beats flu.
We love our new home. There's so much space.
We have a guest room now?
But we have ants.
You're slouching again, Ted.
Expired. Expired. Expired.
Thanks, Aunt Bonnie.
It's a lot of house. I hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save a lot of money.
Oh, Teddy, did you get my friend request?
I'll have to check.
Aunt Joni's here.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Having my daughter Skylar changed my life. Skylar saw me chase my dream. Now my dream is to see Skylar chase hers. I want to give girls, just like Skylar, more opportunities to succeed in fields where not enough girls have. So I teamed up with Play Like a Girl to help girls realize their limitless potential in STEM and sports. To my daughter and all girls with big dreams, I see you. This is my cause and my pledge to your futures.
In Prime Video's drama Riches, vast fortunes come with a price. Enter the boardroom as the Richards family fights for control of their late father's powerhouse beauty brand. Watch Riches tonight on Prime Video. You've never been to Fenway Park, have you?
No, I'm a big baseball fan. I would love to go.
Home of the Red Sox are going to play a football game there soon, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. Are you doing that game? You're doing every other game.
No, I will not be doing the Wasabi Fenway.
I don't know.
It looks like it's ready to roll. It's ready to go.
Oh yeah, they played a number of football games at Fenway over the years. The Patriots played there early on. Patriots wearing those old throwback uniforms tonight. I love them. Came in the American Football League in 1960. This drive starts up at the 12. That's Nickerson Field, Boston University, and that's where they played their their first game when they came in among the 8 teams that came into the American Football League in 1960, then known as the Boston Patriots.
When you think late 70s, early 80 Patriots, what's the first player? Who's the first player you think of?
Gino Capilotti?
That's your name? I think Steve Grogan.
Okay.
Stanley Morgan.
Stanley Steamer during the 80s. 2nd down and 4 from the 12-yard line. Allen fires. That's caught. That'll be a first down. Gabe Davis. Robert Kraft has owned this team since the mid-90s. There he is with Andy Jassy, our ultimate boss over at Amazon. And the gang checking out tonight's action.
In that suite yesterday for our production meetings. It's, as you'd expect, a beautiful setup.
And fine sushi as well. What else is new? From the 19-yard line, first down. 7 minutes remaining in the third. Allen, off balance, throws caught. Tackled at the 21-yard line is James Cook.
Josh Allen limping a little bit after that play. I don't know if he stepped up and had a little bit of pressure. There was a good job that time by Wise getting in there and forced him to have to step up and kind of collided there.
He's had an elbow issue. We haven't talked about it.
Yeah. So here he's kind of limping a little bit.
We asked him about the elbow. He said, "Oh, I'm fine." You know, it's like it's mind over matter. You don't even want to address it. Here's Cook.
When he plays, as we know, it's not just when he scrambles and runs, but he plays a physical game and he takes hits. And he's a big body. He's a big target. These guys know that, hey, if you get a shot on 17, you take it and put him to the ground. You know. Meanwhile, he's throwing himself into harm's way. Just that style of football that he plays. Look at that. I mean, forget not just the fumble, but he falls awkwardly on the ground.
In that first replay, you saw him hit right elbow directly on the ground. And he's played through everything. Been indestructible. 3rd down and 3 here. Dancing, surveying, and it's pulled in by Diggs. What a catch. Contested catch. Jonathan Jones is right there. Couldn't stop it on the flag. Now down to the 36-yard line.
I think they may have Jonathan Jones on a defensive hold, 31, which they'll decline and take that completion.
Good for 19 yards.
Diggs against Jones. What a battle. And Diggs is so tough to stay with.
Defense number 31. This penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Even with the hold, he's able to get away from him. How about the accuracy? What a throw in by Josh Allen. Those two almost look like they could close their eyes and be in sync.
Yeah.
And they just had such a rhythm together.
Came over to trade a couple of years ago at Minnesota. From the 44-yard line. Back to the ground they go. Actually, their passes and runs very, very well cooked for a gain of 1. Everybody wins in that trade that they made. March of 20, they got Diggs, a 7th-round pick. Minnesota got a 1st-round pick.
I didn't realize this. You guys told me this morning.
Turns out to be Justin Jefferson. So
that's a win, like you say. Everybody wins.
Exactly.
As good as it gets.
Jefferson tops in receiving yards. Cook stays in there. 2nd down and 9 from the 45-yard line. To the outside. Diggs breaks away. Turns it into a nice gain to the 35-yard line.
So you've seen a lot of downfield shots, deep crossers. So now you're going to be Diggs, and you're going to go up against Jonathan Jones. And again, you're going to sell that. You're going by him. You're going to go by him. You're going to use your quickness. And here I go. Boom, foot in the ground, come back on that hitch. And now he's got the strength to be able to pull away. And that's the yards after the catch. So not just downfield, but after the catch, underneath, being able to break tackles.
5 catches for Diggs so far. 73 yards and a touchdown. Over the middle. Open, making the grab, picking up 8. James Cook having a nice night.
Ken Dorsey and quarterback coach Joe Brady have got to be really happy with what they're seeing from Josh Allen with those underneath throws. But because of the job that they've done with Diggs over the years, makes people fear this offense downfield. And when you fear an offense and a quarterback with a big arm downfield, it creates a lot of openings underneath. And you get the ball to a guy like Singletary or Cook with space, you get a lot of positive yards.
A little over 3 to play in the third. 2nd and 2. Cook again to the 24-yard line.
They keep bringing in Bobby Hart as another tackle, as put him in as a tight end, and they're not hiding from the fact that they're going heavy and they're running behind it. Maybe Dawson Knox may be down.
And it is. So an injury timeout, 2:54 left in the third.
If your business kept on employees through the pandemic, Innovation Refunds could qualify for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee, even if you got PPP. And all it takes is 8 minutes to find out. Then we'll work with you to fill out your forms and submit the application. That easy. Innovation Refunds has helped businesses like yours claim over $1 billion in payroll tax refunds, but it's only available for a limited time. Go to innovationrefunds.com to learn more.
Yo soy mago, desaparezco. Vueltas tan plenas. Muy fuerte como. Mira como este niño y quiere ser como yo. No como tú, te puso fantasma, solo dices boo. Desaparezco. Muy fuerte como.
I want to be quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I want to carry 80,000 fans to victory. You know, nothing major.
Rated everyone. The holidays were awkward for Romeo and Juliet. Thankfully, Amazon had just the gift to bring the families together. Shop legendary deals.
Want to win 2023 season tickets for your favorite NFL team? Scan the QR code or go to NFL.com/enter for a chance to win.
On to LA next week where the Rams host the Raiders. You can take a look at Josh Jacobs. What a performance he put on the other day. He leads the league in rushing, 1,484 yards. He had that overtime 86-yard run. And off he went against the Seahawks. So we're going to take a look at the league's leading rusher next week against the Rams on Thursday night.
Quisenberry.
Knox goes to the bench. You got Quisenberry who comes out. You got Justin Murray who goes in to play left tackle. Quisenberry doing his best.
Hey, man, he's been showing a lot of heart from the first play, just being out there.
Gutting it out. This is the 10th play of the drive coming at the 24-yard line. Cook. He goes to the 20. With a long drive. I had the ball for 6 minutes now.
I was going to say, I think we came into this game thinking that it'd be New England that would be trying to possess the ball with Mac Jones, and instead it's McDermott and this offense doing an incredible job so far. Just eating up clock, running the football, and playing clean.
It's better than a 2-to-1 time of possession advantage. And this will be their 59th play against 31 run by New England. Singletary is back in there. Got Tommy Sweeney as well in the backfield. And they give it to Singletary, who gets to the 18-yard line. Talking about Sean McDermott, before he got there, you had the barren period of almost 2 decades. You had 2 winning seasons between 2000 and 2016. No playoff appearances, no division titles.
9 coaches, 9 head coaches in that time.
Right, he had 4 winning seasons in his first 5, 4 times to the playoffs, and likely a 5th one to come. 3rd down and 4 at the 18-yard line. Allen fires, and that's hauled in by Diggs again to the 9-yard line. He goes, covered by the rookie Jack Jones.
And now you got Bobby Hart in there at left tackle, and look at this move right here by Uche, going to the inside instead of using that speed to the outside. That's why Josh Allen, he sensed that. He knew he had to get that ball out quickly. Great job as well, as we continue to see by 14 Diggs. Sells it to the outside, comes back underneath on the rookie. So again, those two in sync, even with that left tackle issue. But the patience on that route by Stephon Diggs.
Final minute of the quarter. 1st and goal from the 9. To the 8-yard line goes Cook. 2nd down and goal.
Big battle in the middle tonight. Mitch Morse and Devon Godchow. Godchow that time won the battle.
And you do not have to run a play. They can just take it to the other end of the field and start the 4th quarter with the Buffalo Bills on top of New England, 17-7. And so off we go to the 4th, right after these messages.
You're watching Thursday Night Football, only on Prime Video.
Playing Thursday Night Football.
Let's go! Oh! Alexa, touchdown time.
Okay.
Alexa, how long was that pass?
Pass complete for 59 yards.
Okay. Just let me know when you're done with all that.
You're missing the best part.
No, I'm not.
Woo! Thursday night.
What do you got there? Hospital bill for me? For $1,200? Did you say Gap?
Yeah, he did.
He's talking about expenses that health insurance doesn't cover.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover at Aflac.com.
You know why Madden's so different this year? Phil Simms. Yo, Hit Boy, what you think?
I could make the biggest hit in the game, man.
All right, let's see it then.
Now that's a hit. Phil Simms, baby. It changes everything.
Rated E for everyone.
Someone's invited those other kids. If they even show up here, they are greedy gold diggers.
I leave all my shares to Nina and Simon.
Your father left it to you for a reason. They'll destroy that business.
Flair and Brody is ours. Let me be clear. I'm the boss, and I decide what's Flair and Brody.
This is Slack, your digital HQ, where work happens smarter and faster too. You can chat in a huddle, share ideas with clips, and if you've got questions, join channels for tips. Across workspaces and time zones, we'll unite everyone based on shared purpose and getting things done. So let's channel success. Let's move forward, not back, and achieve the impossible in your digital HQ. Slack, where the future works.
The game might be over, but the action doesn't stop there. On the Google Pixel postgame show, our desk breaks down all the key plays, and we welcome the star of the game. Then, on TNF Nightcap, the game's best players sit down with the game's best broadcast team to enjoy their win and look ahead to Sunday's game. The Google Pixel postgame show, tonight, immediately following the game, only on Prime Video.
Stadium, Foxborough, Al Michaels, along with Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartline. The 6 championship banners, 01, 03, 04, 14, 16, and 18 for the Patriots under the Tutelage of Robert Kraft and his son Jonathan. Jay-Z is there as well tonight. Looking on as their team is now down. At least the Kraft team is down by 10. Who knows what Jay-Z is rooting for? Second down and goal from the 8-yard line. Allen looking for the end zone and forced out of bounds by Devin McCourty at the 1-yard line.
Well, this is the danger when you go against Josh Allen, is you get outside of your rush lanes. Uche, who's had a big night, goes wide. And when you go wide against Josh Allen, he senses it and does a good job of being able to step up. He'll go up, and then he'll go out. How often have we seen that? And you're in man coverage, and there's no one there to pick him up. Up and out, and Uche, again, with that great speed, but just went too wide and upfield on that rush.
So third down and goal. McKenzie was shaken up. That's the reason for the timeout. Khalil Shakir comes in his spot. You saw Knox go out earlier. He's back in the game. Third and goal. Bills trying to turn it into a potential 3-possession lead. Singletary. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. So another time-consuming drive. They had the ball for 9 minutes, 15 plays, 9 of them runs.
Well, we talked about the importance of the red zone, and the Bills have taken advantage of it. Watch the job here by 71. The guard does a great job of clearing it out. Godchell has no chance. Opens up. Spencer Brown, the right tackle, also is able to get up and make a good block. And 3 times they've been in the red zone, and 3 times they've come away with touchdowns.
Tyler Bass for the point after. 29 seconds into the fourth quarter. The Buffalo Bills try to get to 9-3. 24-7, Buffalo.
Everyone loves an underdog story. You know why? Because it fills you with hope, makes you believe, right? Hold on now. Did you say any team? So now I can bet the overdog for underdog odds? Team Overdog, where you at? Let me hear you.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bet just $5 to win $150 if your team wins. Action's so good. Why bet NFL anywhere else?
Humans are returning. They're hunting us. This is our home. This is where we make our stuff.
We must protect the people.
Let's get it done. Avatar, The Way of Water. Rated PG-13. Tickets on sale now.
It was the night before Christmas when all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Except for this mouse. Decorations were hung with meticulous care. That is until I gave this lady a scare.
A holiday lesson we all can learn. Protect your home with Allstate, or your wallet could get burned. Wish you all a good night.
Us kings get crunched, been hungry for hours. Rubber Royal Crispy, you know we got ours. $5.99 each, 2 meals to devour.
Next one's on me.
At BK, have it your way.
I want to be quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Not later. Now. I want to own the pocket, make the plays, drop dimes to my receivers. I want to feel 80,000 fans on my shoulders as I carry them to victory. You know, nothing major.
Rated E for everyone. Here's what it looks like in the AFC right now. Kansas City is on top. They, for the moment, have the number 1 seed. Miami 8-3 go to San Francisco. This week, Tennessee leading in the South at 7-4. Baltimore in the North at 7-4. Then you've got Buffalo, Cincinnati and the Jets at the moment would be in as the wild cards, and you've got the Patriots and the Chargers still on the hunt, each with a mark of 6-5. But the Patriots, I'm going to say not for long, but who knows? Down by 17 here. And Jones will run it back. Can he provide the spark? Up to the 28-yard line to start this drive.
You and I were just talking at the break, same way this Buffalo team, we've seen a bunch of teams, they look really good. And of course, they're a game out right now as far as having the top seed in the AFC. If Kansas City trips once and they end up some way down the stretch here with a tie, they win that head-to-head tiebreaker. You imagine them having home field throughout. They would be already a tough out. Right. Man, if they get home field throughout, good luck.
Unless another storm comes in, they got to play in Detroit. That's caught for a first down. Catch made there by Kendrick Bourne. First time he has been targeted tonight. The former 49 picking up a first down here on a gain of 15.
One of the things Bill Belichick said this week was how important a fast start was. And, you know, when you get into these obvious passing situations, you get behind Josh Allen, you put your offensive line and your quarterback in a real tough spot where these defensive ends can just come after the quarterback. Well, that's where they are now, 24-7 into the fourth quarter. See how they can hold up. Ball better get out pretty quickly by Mac Jones.
Jones 12 of 19 for 124. Off the play fake, throws. Errant pass intended for Jacoby Myers. Couldn't get to it in time. Looking Basham, pretty underrated player. Put the pressure on that time, 2nd down and 10.
Well, he's a different kind of pressure because he's big and strong and powerful at 280 pounds. So usually you see a guy at 255, 260 who's twitchy. He's got some speed. You can see the closing speed there, but he's going to beat you with power to be able to split those double teams like he did just there.
2nd and 10. Underneath, they read that perfectly to the Bills. Stevenson gets taken down by Jordan Poyer for a loss.
Poyer was locked in and saw this coming all the way. He had Stevenson out of the backfield. If he leaked, you know, that was a big focus point with Stevenson last week, having 9 receptions. Look at his eyes and how quickly he reacts. Such a leader in the back end of this Bills defense. No chance for that offensive lineman to be able to get out there in front of him. Winu.
3rd down and 15. Good protection. Myers. But he stopped well short of the first down, much to the consternation and frustration of this crowd. 4th and 7.
They're frustrated because, like we saw earlier, these routes are not getting downfield to give them a chance at a first down. But imagine being Mac Jones. Look at everybody that you have downfield, completely taken away. Only thing he can do really is check that down.
Mike Pilardi's 6th punt of the night. Fair catch called for, made by Hines at the 12-yard line. The old State House in Boston with the score 24.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Back to throw again. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still one possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Now Lawrence on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of his first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Cannon. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on 2nd down. Cannon. And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. looking to throw. Cannon. He'll find his man. It's Pickens. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now here's a throw, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Cannon. This pass caught with the 4. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive to have.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different with it just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive and help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A very solid gain of 27.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on second down at 11. Over the middle, it's complete. A good gain of 9. The ball is brought down at the 28.
But if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Fourth down, Lawrence. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have the Seahawks first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. Walker now on first and 10. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems anchored that line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run got 3, now here's second and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll come out in the pistol. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this through. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed all pretty well, moving the ball down the field.
They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to break this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so they'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Harris running straight ahead. That's Harondo taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The play is scoring here late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew their time getting short. They had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on them. Are you going to put a small corner on them? They're going to put a safety that has maybe the same coverage skills. How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Downline touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. When they see openings, take those shots.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Necessary first right there.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Lawrence. And now full incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play is a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. On 3rd down, Lawrence dancing to his left. He's going to fire one corner of the end zone.
I think we were wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late. And they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end. Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got room. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 4th and 2. Throwing on first down. Cannon. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield. And that throw was a thing of the whole day.
He made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him first and goal. Looking to throw. Cannon. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Cannon. And he just chucked that one out of bounds out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.